Hey guys, this is gonna be my first book review on this channel, and I'm super excited about that. We're gonna talk with you today about one of the most discussed books back to 2020, Greenlights by Matthew McConaughey. I got to read this book a couple of months ago, and I can definitely say that this is gonna be one of the best books I have read in 2024. So I would really love to share with you four takeaways that I got after reading this book. I hope they're gonna inspire you to read it if you haven't done it yet. So please stay with me and let's start. Actually, first of all, I should notice that this book is a memoir where we can go with Matthew through his early childhood years, to his first travels, explorings, to his first success, and also to his preparations for his movies. It's, how he says, a love letter to life. It's also a guide to catching more green lights and to realizing that the yellows and reds eventually turn green too, by design and on purpose. You can see his actual notes, drawings, bump stickers. This book made me laugh, cry, and all this together. So it really felt warm and I don't know, this kind of movies and books that really feel good and warm. This book was that kind for me. So let's actually go to takeaways that I got from this book. The first takeaway is take action. Sometimes which choice you make is not as important as making a choice and committing to it. Action leads to opportunities. If you're taking an action, there are two things that happen. First, you got the opportunity, and second, you have failures that absolutely learn you valuable lessons. Matthew himself traveled to Australia as an exchange student, lived in tribes in Africa, saw Amazon River, had a 6 weeks motorcycle trip through Europe. So he was willing to try different things, and this willingness led him to multiple opportunities. And even after his not really good experience as an exchange student in Australia, he was still sane. There was a lesson I was put there to learn, that there was a silver lining in all of it, that I needed to go through hell to get to the other side, and I did. We cannot fully appreciate the light without the shadows. We have to be thrown off balance to find our footing. It's better to jump than fall, and here I am. The second takeaway is be less impressed, more involved. Shortly after Matthew's father died, he had this really big realization, if I can say so. So he's saying that all the mortal things that I had been revering in my life, everything I was looking up to, suddenly came down to eye level in front of me. All the mortal things that I looked down upon and patronized in my life suddenly rose up to eye level. It was time for him to become a man. So, the sooner we become less impressed with our life, our accomplishments, our career, our relationships, the prospects in front of us, the sooner we become less impressed and more involved with these things, the sooner we get better at them. We must be more than just happy to be here. So we must choose to be involved with ourselves, with our life, with the people around us. So not to miss the present moment, because if we are overly impressed, we cannot be present. We cannot be authentic, and we are missing these moments because we are always either looking in front of us in the future and got really excited and got really impressed, or we're just going back to our past and thinking like, oh, what I have now, it's kind of that thing. So it's really not helping us to be present and to be authentic. The third takeaway is the greater the importance of your goal, the less likely you are to achieve it. In a book, for example, Matthew is sharing this principle through the relationships. He was trying so hard and so intentionally to find the perfect woman for himself, but only when he quit looking for her, then she came. We must be aware of what we attract in life because it is no accident or coincidence. The spider waits in his web for dinner to come. Yes, we must chase what we want, seek it out, cast our lines in the water, but sometimes we don't need to make things happen. Our souls are infinitely magnetic. If your desire about something has become some kind of obsession, it means that deep down inside you are not truly believe that you can achieve it. So if you don't really have this faith in something, you are trying to convince yourself, and it is creating the excess potential, which is not good. So you should reduce the significance that your goal, aim, or desire has for you, and look at achieving it as it's something simple, as it going to buy a newspaper, for example. Yeah, it's how it works in life. I don't know why. The fourth takeaway is preparation leads to freedom. In everything in our life, from an exam to job interview. So we must learn the consequences of negligence. It's not just what we do, it's what we don't do that's important as well. We are guilty by omission. Matthew was recalling his experience doing minor role in a small independent film. He decided not to read the script because he already had some thoughts on how his character is. And when he opened the script on the set, he discovered the 6 pages of monologue in Spanish. And he was saying that I did learn a good lesson that day, though. We have to prepare to have freedom. We have to do the work to then do the job. We have to prepare for the job so we can be free to do the work. When you prepare, you know the rules. You know the rules of the game. You can play the game and you can win because you know how to control everything, because you know the rules. That was actually it for today. I hope this video inspired you to read this fantastic memoir. Please let me know in comments, and please share some of your favorite memoirs or just books. I would really love to read it. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Lots of love, Kate.